since we have the esteemed presence of Srimati Priyanka Gandhi with us and the Minister George Quinnan sir with us, may we invite all the MPs from Kerala to just come forward so that we can have a photograph before we officially sit. Can all the MPs from Kerala can just join us?
So all the MPs are requested to come forward. MPs.
A warm good evening to one and all assembled here. With the permission of the august gathering on the stage and the people in front of me, it is with much honor and delight that we stand in front of you, especially the Malankara Orthodox Church and in particular the Diocese of Delhi is extremely happy that the Catholicos of the Church, His Holiness Baselios Marthoma Mathews III, the Supreme Head of the Church, the Catholicos in the Malankara Metropolitan, is being awarded the Order of Friendship by the Russian Federation. And on the occasion of His Holiness being the recipient for the prestigious Order of Friendship, we are offering a dinner reception wherein we have all the esteemed, distinguished especially the members of the Parliament and the Minister of State with us, all the people from Kerala and with us for this small dinner reception that we are gathering. While having said this, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all the people amidst us, especially while I see the august galaxy of the MPs in front of me and the distinguished guests with us. Let me start by welcoming the people with us, especially since we are hosting the program. I would like to first welcome Sri George Kurian, the Union Minister for State, who is representing Kerala and right now representing all of us, and it gives immense pleasure of having him amidst us for this program. Srimati Priyanka Gandhiji, it fills us with immense pleasure and happiness to have your august gathering with us, because we were very skeptical whether you would be actually joining us when we came and met you a couple of days back at your office. You were kind enough to give us an audience, and having consented to be a part of us, it fills us with immense awe, especially for the love that you have for the community in Kerala, especially after you being elected as the MP from our own Wayanad. It gives us immense pleasure to know that you have been a part of this Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church, and we are extremely happy to have you with us, ma'am. Once again, on behalf of this church, we welcome you. I would like to welcome with us also our MP K.C. Venugopal sir, who is with us. Again, when we went and invited him for the program, and we asked him, it would be a pleasure to have all the MPs from Kerala. It was his humble statement. He said, Achan, don't worry. I, and along with me, all the MPs from Kerala would be there for the dinner reception. It is a mark of our love towards the church. And the only thing he said was, I'm very skeptical about Priyanka Gandhiji coming. But apart from Priyanka ji, everyone else would be there. So I'm really happy to have all the people here. And then our MP ET Muhammad Bashir sir, who is representing the Muslim League with us, especially, it's also his love towards us that he is consented to be a part of us. So once again, on behalf of this gathering, would like to welcome you all. And none other than all the esteemed MPs in front of me, the task of welcoming all of you goes to the Bishop Mark Chrysostomos. So I will not intrude into his responsibility. But on part of the Diocese of Delhi, of which our beloved Metropolitan, His Grace Dr. Yohanuma Dimitrios, who takes pride in hosting this whole program for us, especially our very own Muthoot Alex George, who has consented to be a part of us and to host the entire dinner for us. So on behalf of our Bishop, Mar Demetrios, who's traveled all the way from Kerala to be a part of us and who's hosting this, I would like to welcome all of you. And I would like to, before we begin, we'll have a small word of prayer with His Holiness Catholicos saying the small piece of word.
In heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, for you accept us, as we forgive our debtors. Not lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
May we all be seated. May I, with much love, request His Grace Dr. Yohanuma Chrysostomos, the Metropolitan of the Diocese of Neranam and the Secretary to the Holy Episcopal Synod, to come forward and officially welcome the esteemed gathering.
A very good evening to all our esteemed guests gathered here. The presence of His Holiness, the Catholicos Baselios Marthoma Mathews there, my brother Bishop Demetrios Metropolitan, His Excellency the Russian Ambassador, diplomats and officials of the Russian Embassy, priests and lay leaders of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church, along with a galaxy of members of the Indian Parliament, bureaucrats, businessmen, lawyers, and professionals from all walks of life, make this evening momentous and special. We have gathered today to give a warm reception to the Supreme Head of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church, His Holiness the Catholicos, who is in the capital city of our great nation, India, on the invitation of the Russian government. It is a matter of great pride and profound privilege that the Russian President, Vladimir Putin, has graciously bestowed upon His Holiness the Order of Friendship, It is a state honor in recognition of the outstanding contribution made by His Holiness to foster spiritual ties and enhance friendship and cooperation between India and Russia. What makes this special is the fact this is the first time that a spiritual leader from India is receiving this honor. We all know that our Catholicos epitomizes the compassion and commitment to the cause of strengthening the Orthodox Church and the mission of Christ on earth. His manifold charitable initiatives for the downtrodden and the marginalized sections of the society bears testimony to this truth. His Holiness strives for religious unity and interdenominational dialogue and is a persuasive leader who never compromises with faith. As his qualities get recognized and admired by the world over, I take this moment to welcome His Holiness Moran Baba Thirumeni at this august gathering and congratulate our Baba Thirumeni on the decoration ceremony to be held tomorrow. I also acknowledge the presence of the Metropolitan of the Delhi Diocese, His Grace Dr. Yohanan Mar Demetrios. On this occasion, Metropolitan Demetrios is also the President of the Department of the Ecumenical Relations, a brilliant mind and a gifted orator. I welcome you, Thirumeni, to our midst. The Orthodox Church in India maintains a strong bond of friendship with the Russian Orthodox Church. In September last year, I had the privilege to be a part of the delegation led by His Holiness, the Catholicos, to Russia at the invitation of His Holiness Patriarch Kirill, the head of the Russian Orthodox Church. The warm reception that we received in Russia speaks volumes about the growing relationship between the two churches and the two countries. Today, we have the Russian ambassador, His Excellency Denis Alipo. I hope he will come, is coming, will join us soon. We reciprocate our warmth, respect and gratitude to the Russian leadership and to him personally. I welcome His Excellency, the ambassador, to this gathering. The Indian government led by our President Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi values and cherishes his friendship and cordial ties with Russia. We have Minister of State Sri George Gurian in our midst to receive our kind wishes and greetings to the Indian government. Being from Kerala, Sri George Gurian holds a special place in our hearts. I, on behalf of all of us, appreciate his presence today in this midst. We have Reverend Father Thomas Varghese Amail, the priest trustee of the church, Mr. Ronnie Varghese, the Abraham Varghese, the lay trustee, and Advocate Biju Men, the association secretary, are also with us to grace the occasion. I welcome you together to our midst. Priests and lay leaders of the Malankara Sabha Managing Committee and the Diocesan Council members have graced this occasion with their presence. I welcome all of you to this grand reception. Accepting our invitation, Member of Parliament from Wayanad and Congress Party General Secretary Srimati Priyanka Gandhi is present in our midst. Inheriting a political legacy from a family that has sacrificed its lives for the nation, she has now made her maiden entry into the Parliament from Kerala. I wish her good luck and welcome Srimati Priyanka Gandhi to our midst. Along with her, there is a galaxy of eminent parliamentarians who have graced us with their presence. I welcome the honorable members of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha to our midst. There are prominent members of the Orthodox Church who are present in our midst today. I welcome Alexander George Muthoot, the Joint Managing Director of the Muthoot Group, a passionate leader and a beloved son of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church. Like his illustrious father, late Sri M.G. George Muthoot, he has been a pillar of support to the church and its charitable initiatives. Along with him, I welcome all the eminent members of the Orthodox Church gathered here today. There are also a host of personalities who are associated with the Orthodox Church in India and abroad. They include people from various walks of life. We are grateful for their kind presence today. I acknowledge the presence of prominent media persons who have accepted our invitation and are attending this event. I welcome one and all wholeheartedly to this memorable evening. Wish you all a warm and a blessed evening, and thank you.
Thank you, Your Grace, for your warm words. With all due respect, may I now invite Union Minister of State, Sir George Kurian, to address the gathering.
I never expected this one. His Holiness Mathews III and distinguished guests, sisters and brothers. I appreciate the magnanimous approach of Tirumeni, because he recently expressed his wish to join together by this Jacobite Church. I appreciate for that. That is Christianity. That is what Jesus taught us. Because he told us that you love as yours to your neighbor. And that is the way he showed. And at the same also, I believe that this who will be in heaven, who will be sacred. See, Christ was asked. He told that those who love his neighbor. Then he was asked, who is that neighbor? He told the story of Samaritan. Then this all we add together. That is His Holiness Mathews III, that I want to say. And I am proud of being a Christian, because this kind of holiness show that what is Christianity. Thank you, His Holiness, Your Holiness, for inviting me to speak. And I never expected, and I was not prepared also, because I have seen that your program, it was not written. Then I was thinking that I escaped, but Tirumeni knows me very well. That is why he is laughing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your kind words. May I request, with all due respect, Srimati Priyanka Gandhiji to address the gathering.
I think for once we agree on something that both of us are taken by surprise. I would like to congratulate His Holiness for this honor that he's being given tomorrow. And I think as you represent and epitomize everything that was taught by Jesus Christ, compassion, love, peaceful coexistence with other communities. And I also I represent and I come from a constituency which embodies that in its everyday world. I have seen, while I was campaigning in Wayanad, Hindus, Muslims, Christians living peacefully, lovingly, like brothers and sisters. And I feel that that is what our country stands for, and we are all fighting for. So it is particularly an honor for me to be here today, and thank you for inviting me to this function to felicitate you. I wish you all the very best, and my best wishes to the entire community, and felicitations for this honor that you are being given. Thank you.
Thank you, Srimati Priyanka Gandhiji, for your kind words. With much delight, we like to extend a warm welcome to His Excellency, the Ambassador, Russian Ambassador to India, His Excellency Denis Alipov with us. It is on behalf of the President Vladimir Putin that the Ambassador has consented to award the Order of Friendship to Catholicos Baba Dharmin tomorrow. We were awaiting one thing since the host of the meeting, His Grace Dr. Iohanuma Dimitrios. He is the one who joined us the last. One thing that was pending was to officially, formally welcome all the guests here. So with one words, the Diocese Metropolitan, Dimitrios, would present the flowers to the esteemed gathering. First, we would like to welcome the ambassador, Russian ambassador to India, His Excellency Denis Alipov, to the meeting. We'd like to welcome Sri George Kurian, the Union Minister for State, Government of India. With much pride, and our own MP from Wayanad, Srimati Priyanka Gandhiji. Our own Sri K.C. Venugopal, MPG. Sri E.T. Muhammad Bashir, sir. Last, but since he does not need any welcome, but since he's coming to us, to Delhi, we would like to welcome His Holiness Catholicos Baselios Marthoma Mathews III to the presence. Now, may I, with all due respect, invite His Excellency Mr. Denis Alipov, the Russian ambassador, to speak a few words.
Your Holiness, esteemed Honorable Minister of State, Sonayekji, Srimati Priyanka Gandhiji, I'm humbled with this opportunity to address the gathering and seek your blessings, Your Holiness, for the auspicious event that we will organize tomorrow. And it is not that I have consented to present the Russian State Award to His Holiness. It is my honor and it is my duty to do so. And we're looking forward to this auspicious event tomorrow. And of course, this is an indication of the immense contribution of His Holiness. And I would agree with Srimati Priyanka Gandhi. It is a reflection and the indication of the immense work you have done throughout your life for peace, for brotherhood, for the service to the people, irrespective of religion, irrespective of nationalities and ethnicity. It is the work of every religious people all over the world, in my belief. The Christian communities all over the world, and in this case particularly in India, And of course, I would also like to stress the deep and intimate and long-living spiritual bonds between the Malankara Orthodox Church and the Russian Orthodox Church, which you embody yourself. And I know, and I would like to share with you the decades-long connection of His Holiness with the Russian Orthodox Church. And this is something that we cherish, and this is something that we wanted to stress with the conferring of one of the highest Russian state awards on Your Holiness. This was the initiative of the Patriarch of Moscow and all Russia, Kirill. And I would like to again stress that it is a great honor, and I'm humbled by this opportunity to confer the word on you that we will organize tomorrow. Thank you very much, and I apologize for being delayed and being late. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Excellency. May I invite the Advocate Bijuman, the Honorable Associate Secretary of the Malankara Orthodox Church, to offer his words of felicitation.
പരിശുദ്ധ കാതോലിക്ക ബാബ തിരുമേനി, His Excellency Mr. Denis Alipov, Honorable Russian Ambassador to India, ആരാധനായ മന്ത്രി ശ്രീ ജോർജ് കുര്യൻ, എല്ലാവരുടെയും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട പ്രിയങ്കാജി, ശ്രീ കെ സി വേണുഗോപാൽ സാറ്, ഇ ടി മുഹമ്മദ് ബഷീർ, അഭിമന്യ ക്രിസ്തോസമസ് തിരുമേനി, അഭിമന്യ ദെമത്രിയോസ് തിരുമേനി, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഞങ്ങളുടെ അലക്സാണ്ടർ ജോർജ്, മലങ്കര സഭയുടെ ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ച് ഇവിടെ വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഏവരുമേ, ചുരുങ്ങിയ വാക്കുകളിൽ എൻ്റെ കടമ ഞാൻ നിർവഹിക്കുവാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുകയാണ്. റഷ്യൻ ഗവൺമെൻറ് ഇത്തരത്തിലൊരു അവാർഡ് പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചപ്പോൾ ഡൽഹിയിൽ വെച്ച് ഒരു ഷോർട്ട് ടൈമിൽ ഇത്തരം ഒരു ചടങ്ങ് സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുവാൻ പരിശുദ്ധ ബാബാ തിരുമേനസ് കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ആവശ്യപ്പെട്ടതനുസരിച്ച് ചുരുങ്ങിയ സമയത്തിനുള്ളിലാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ചടങ്ങ് ഇവിടെ സംബന്ധിച്ചത്. ഇത്രയും അനുഗ്രഹമായി ഈ ഒരു സ്നേഹോഷ്പളവുമായ ഈ കൂടിവരവ് സന്തോഷപ്രദവും മാത്രമല്ല അർത്ഥവത്തുമാണ് എന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. ഇങ്ങനെ ഹൃദ്യമായ അർത്ഥവത്തായ ഈ കൂടിവരവിന് സാഹചര്യമൊരുക്കിയ ഈ മാധുര്യമുള്ള നിമിഷങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ കൂടിയിരിക്കുന്ന മുഴുവൻ ആളുകളുടെയും പേരിൽ പരിശുദ്ധ ബാബാ തിരുമേനിയോട് ഞങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും പ്രാർത്ഥനയും നന്ദിയും രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊള്ളുന്നു. രാജ്യത്തിൻ്റെ തലസ്ഥാനത്ത് വിവിധ ആശയങ്ങളിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുകയും ആശയങ്ങളിൽ പോരാടുകയും ചെയ്യുന്ന ആളുകൾ, എന്നാൽ രാജ്യത്തിൻ്റെ നന്മയ്ക്ക് അതിലുപരിയായി ഈ കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ നന്മയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഇവിടെ വിവിധ തലങ്ങളിൽ പോരാടുന്ന ജനപ്രതിനിധികൾ, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഉന്നത മൂല്യങ്ങൾ പുലർത്തുന്നതായ മാധ്യമപ്രവർത്തകർ, അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ വിവിധ മേഖലകളിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നതായ മലയാളികളായ നിരവധി ആളുകൾ, സഭാംഗങ്ങളായ അതിപ്രഗത്ഭരായ ആളുകൾ ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ളവരെയാണ് പരിശുദ്ധ ബാബാ തിരുമേനി ഈ ചടങ്ങിലേക്ക് ക്ഷണിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. സഭയുടെ പേരിൽ പ്രത്യേകമായ കടപ്പാട് അവരോട് രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുകയാണ്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ച്, ഞാനതിൻ്റെ പ്രോട്ടോക്കോളൊന്നും നോക്കുന്നില്ല, അങ്ങ് കാസർഗോഡ് മുതൽ തുടങ്ങുകയാണ്. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട രാജ്മോഹൻ ഉണ്ണിത്താൻ അവറുകൾ ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ച് കാരണവരായി ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. കുടുംബസമേതം വന്നിരിക്കുന്നു. പ്രത്യേകമായ നന്ദി. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും KPCCയുടെ പ്രസിഡന്റ് വരുമെന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചതാണ്, പക്ഷേ കാണുന്നില്ല. ശ്രീ ഷാഫി ഷാഫി ഉണ്ട്, യെസ് ശ്രീ ഷാഫി. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ കോഴിക്കോടിൻ്റെ MP പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട MK രാഘവൻ എത്തില്ല എന്ന് അറിയിച്ചിരുന്നു. ശ്രീ അബ്ദുൾ സമദാനി എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ശ്രീ E.T. മുഹമ്മദ് ബഷീർ കാരണവരായി സ്റ്റേജിൽ ഇരിപ്പുണ്ട്. ശ്രീ V.K. ശ്രീകണ്ഠൻ എത്തിയിട്ടില്ല. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ മന്ത്രിയായി അങ്ങനെ തിളങ്ങി നിന്ന് പാർലമെൻറ്റിലേക്ക് വരാൻ നിയോഗം കിട്ടിയ ഏറ്റവും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഞങ്ങളുടെ K. രാധാകൃഷ്ണൻ അവர்கள் ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ചിട്ട് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. സുരേഷ് ഗോപിയെ ഞങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചു, എങ്കിലും കാണുവാൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ബെന്നി ബെഹനാൻ ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. എറണാകുളത്തിൻ്റെ MP പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഹൈബി ഈഡൻ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ശ്രീ ഡീൻ കുറിയാക്കോസ് എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ശ്രീ ഫ്രാൻസിസ് ജോർജ്, ഇന്ന് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പിതാവിൻ്റെ ഓർമ്മ ദിവസമായിരുന്നു, നാട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ഇവിടെ തിരിച്ചെത്തി. ഇന്ന് രാത്രി തന്നെ അദ്ദേഹം നാട്ടിലേക്ക് കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി ഉൾപ്പെടെ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന പരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് തിരിച്ച് പോകുന്നു എന്ന് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട ആലപ്പുഴയുടെ MP ആണെങ്കിലും എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഡൽഹിയിൽ നിയന്ത്രിക്കുന്ന ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട KC വേണുഗോപാൽജി ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. ഈ കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ ഒരു കോർഡിനേഷന് ഞങ്ങളെ സഹായിച്ച ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട പത്തനംതിട്ടയുടെ MP ശ്രീ ആൻഡോ ആൻ്റണി ഇവിടെയുണ്ട്. എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കും സഭാംഗമല്ലെങ്കിലും സഭാംഗമായി എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കും പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട NK പ്രേമചന്ദ്രൻ നേരത്തെ തന്നെ ആദ്യം ഇവിടെ എത്തി എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും നിരീക്ഷിച്ച് വേണ്ട ഉപദേശം തന്നു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കോന്നിയുടെ MLA എന്ന് പറയുവാൻ ഞങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട അടൂർ പ്രകാശ് ഇവിടെയുണ്ട്. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ജെബി മേത്തർ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഈ ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ആളാണ് പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കൊടിക്കുന്നിൽ സുരേഷ്. ഞാൻ പറയാൻ വിട്ടുപോയി, സോറി. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കൊടിക്കുന്നിൽ സുരേഷ് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ശ്രീ ജോസ് കെ മാണി MP തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും മകളുടെ വിവാഹമൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് തിരക്കിലാന്നേലും ഓടി വന്നു, പ്രത്യേകമായ നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. ശ്രീ സന്തോഷ് കുമാർ, യെസ് താങ്ക് യു. ശ്രീ A. റഹീം അങ്ങനെ ജ്വലിച്ച് നിൽപ്പുണ്ട്, സന്തോഷം. ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഹാരിസ് ബീരാൻ പരിമലപ്പള്ളിയിലൊക്കെ എത്തി പരിമല തിരുമേനിയെ പറ്റിയൊക്കെ ഒരു നല്ല പ്രസംഗം നടത്തി ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഹാരിസ് ബീരാൻ ഇവിടെയുണ്ട്. ജോൺ ബ്രിട്ടാസ് വന്നിട്ടില്ല എന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ബെന്നി ബെഹനാൻ പറഞ്ഞതാണ്. ഓക്കെ. ശ്രീ V. ശിവദാസൻ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ മൂവാറ്റുപുഴയുടെ MLA മാത്യു കുഴൽനാടൻ സജീവമായി എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് മാർഗനിർദ്ദേശം നൽകുന്ന ശ്രീ മാത്യു കുഴൽനാടനോട് പ്രത്യേകമായ സ്വാഗതം. MLA-മാരുടെ പ്രതിനിധിയായിട്ടാണ് അദ്ദേഹം ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹത്തെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. വിവിധ മാധ്യമ പ്രവർത്തകർ, മനോരമ, മാതൃഭൂമി, ദീപിക ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള എല്ലാ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട മാധ്യമങ്ങളുടെയും ഡൽഹി ബ്യൂറോയുടെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട എല്ലാവരും, ദ വീക്കിൻ്റെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ആളുകൾ ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. വിഷ്വൽ മീഡിയയുടെ നിരവധി ആളുകൾ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് പ്രഗത്ഭരായ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സിൻ്റെ ഒരു നിര, ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ശ്രീകുമാർ സാറ്, അനാം സാറ്, CU സിംഗ് സാറ്, അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കുറിയാക്കോസ് ഒക്കെ നിരവധി ആളുകൾ, ഒത്തിരി പേരെ കാണുന്നു, ഞാൻ പേരെടുത്ത് പറയുന്നില്ല. എല്ലാവരും ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആരെയെങ്കിലും ഞാൻ പേരുകൊണ്ട് വിട്ടുപോയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പ്രശാന്ത്, പ്രശാന്ത്, ഞാൻ പേരെടുത്ത് ആരുടെയും പറയുന്നില്ല, കാര്യം സമയം എനിക്ക് അനുവദിച്ചത് കഴിയുന്നു. എല്ലാവരോടുമുള്ളതായ പ്രത്യേകമായ നന്ദി. നമ്മുടെ നാടിൻ്റെ വികസനത്തിന് വേണ്ടി പരിശുദ്ധ ബാബാ തിരുമേനിയെ പറ്റി ഒരു വാക്കുകൂടെ പറഞ്ഞ് ഞാൻ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കാം. തിരുമേനി ഈ സ്ഥാനത്ത് വന്നിട്ട് 3 വർഷമാവുന്നു. ഈ 3 വർഷത്തിൽ തിരുമേനി ചുമതലയേറ്റ 6 മാസത്തിനുള്ളിൽ ആരംഭിച്ചതായ ഒരു ചാരിറ്റി പ്രൊജക്റ്റാണ് സഹോദരൻ പദ്ധതി എന്നുള്ള പേരിൽ. ഈ പദ്ധതിയുടെ ചുമതലയിൽ പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഒരു കളക്ഷനുമില്ലാതെ തിരുമേനിയുടെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ കണ്ട് ഈ 2.5 വർഷത്തിനുള്ളിൽ 17 കോടിയിൽ പരം രൂപ, തെറ്റിദ്ധരിക്കരുത്, സഭാംഗങ്ങൾക്കല്ല, നാനാജാതി മതസ്ഥരായ ക്രൈസ്തവനെന്നോ മുസ്ലിമെന്നോ ഹിന്ദുവെന്നോ ഒരു വ്യത്യാസവുമില്ലാതെ, ഒരു പബ്ലിസിറ്റി ഇല്ലാതെ, ഒരു ചടങ്ങ് നടത്താതെ, ഒരു മീറ്റിംഗ് നടത്താതെ ഏതാണ്ട് 17 കോടിയിൽ പരം രൂപ ഈ 2.5 വർഷത്തിനുള്ളിൽ തിരുമേനി വിതരണം കൊടുത്തിട്ട് അർഹരായവരുടെ കൈകളിലേക്കാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ആശുപത്രിയിലാണെങ്കിൽ ആശുപത്രിയിലേക്കാണ് ആ പേയ്മെൻറ്റ് പോകുന്നത്. സ്കൂളിലെ പിള്ളേരുടെ ഫീസുകൾ അടയ്ക്കാനൊക്കെ മനോരമയും മാതൃഭൂമിയൊക്കെ ഓരോ പ്രയാസങ്ങൾ റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ശബ്ദമുണ്ടാക്കാതെ ആ സ്ഥാപനത്തിൽ വിളിച്ച് ആ ഫീസ് അടയ്ക്കുന്ന നമ്മുടെയൊക്കെ അഭിമാനമായ ബാബാ തിരുമേനി തീർച്ചയായും ജീവകാരുണ്യയുടെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളുടെ പേരിൽ തിരുമേനിയെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ അടയാളപ്പെടുത്തണം. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെയാണ് വയനാട്ടിൽ ദുരന്തമുണ്ടായപ്പോൾ വയനാടിൻ്റെ MP ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നതായ സ്റ്റേജിൽ പറയുകയാണ്, ആ ദുരന്തമുണ്ടായതിൻ്റെ പിറ്റേ ദിവസം രാവിലെ തിരുമേനി പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ചുമതലക്കാരെ ഫോണിൽ വിളിച്ച് പറഞ്ഞ് 50 വീട് സഭയുടെ ചെലവിൽ തീർത്തു കൊടുക്കുവാനുള്ള ഒരു പ്രഖ്യാപനം കേരളത്തിൽ ആദ്യം നടത്തിയത് തിരുമേനിയാണ് എന്ന് അഭിമാനത്തോടെ പറയുന്നു. തീർച്ചയായും തിരുമേനിയെ റഷ്യൻ ഗവൺമെൻറ് ആദരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വന്ന് സഹകരിച്ച എല്ലാ ആളുകളോടും പരിശുദ്ധ സഭയുടെ പേരിലുള്ള പ്രാർത്ഥനയും നന്ദിയും രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. ദൈവം നമ്മളെ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ. അനുഗ്രഹീതമായ ക്രിസ്മസും പുതുവത്സരവും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടെ നേരുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you, Advocate Biju Umman. May I request Sri Alexander George Mathews for his words of felicitation.
Most respected His Holiness Baselios Marthoma Mathews III, Catholicos of the East and Malankara Metropolitan, His Grace Yohanan Mar Demetrios, Metropolitan of Delhi Diocese, His Grace Dr. Yohanan Mar Chrysostomos, Metropolitan of Niranam Diocese, Honorable Minister Shri George Korean, Minister of State for Fisheries and Minority Affairs, Srimati Priyanka Gandhi ji, MP of Wayanad, Members of Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, His Excellency Denis Alipov, the Russian Ambassador, and the team from the Russian Embassy, Reverend Dr. Thomas Varghese Amel, Priest Trustee, Advocate Biju Umman, Association Secretary, Dr. Ronnie Varghese, Mr. Ronnie Varghese, Lay Trustee, Reverend Fathers, distinguished guests, and everyone gathered here, a warm greetings to all of you. As I stand here, I am filled with gratitude and reflect on the legacy of my beloved father, late Sri M.G. George Mathews. My father had a deep connection with the church, and it is his legacy that we carry forward as a family. We are truly inspired with his deep connection with the church, and I'm very glad to be here representing the Mathews family. I'm truly delighted to be here amongst all of you to attend this glorious function for appreciating His Holiness, who will receive the prestigious Order of Friendship award from the Russian Embassy tomorrow. This award is a proud moment for the entire Orthodox Church as a whole. The Order of Friendship that will be awarded to His Holiness symbolizes the deep respect and goodwill shared between the Russian community and the Orthodox Church. It also highlights the importance of building bridges that connect people and cultures across the world. His Holiness has been a beacon of light, guiding us with his simplicity, faith, and unwavering dedication. His tireless efforts to peace and harmony have touched countless lives. His humility and vision continue to guide the Church towards a path of unity and service to humanity. This recognition also reminds us of the legacy of leaders like Dr. Paulos Mar Grigorios, who played an instrumental role in forging ties with the Russian Church and Soviet Union. Their leadership laid the strong foundation for the warm and enduring relationship we share today. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to His Grace Yohanan Mar Demetrios for giving me the privilege of felicitating on this occasion. It is truly a divine blessing to witness such a remarkable moment in our church's history. On this occasion, I extend my heartfelt wishes to Baba Tirmeni and the Church for the continued growth and success in all future endeavors. May God's blessings be upon each one of you on this special occasion, and I also take this opportunity to wish each one of you a very Merry Christmas and a very happy and a blessed New Year ahead. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Alexander George Mathews. May I invite Catholicos for his words of blessing. Before His Holiness speaks a word, on behalf of all the MPs assembled here, I would request C. Harris Biran to present a bouquet to Baba Tirmeni.
Madam, I think you also should, on behalf of all the MPs, yeah, just.
Glory be to God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, forever and ever. Amen. A very good evening to all of you, especially Dobry Vecher, to His Excellency, the Russian Ambassador, diplomats and officials of the Russian Embassy, Union Minister of State, Sri George Kurian, eminent parliamentarians, Srimati Priyanka Gandhi, our own MP, and our bishops, priests and lay leaders of the Malankara Orthodox Church, members and well-wishers of the Orthodox Church community, my greetings to you all. I am humbled by the love and honor you have given me by organizing this function. This only reminds me that I need to carry on the work entrusted to me by my Master, our Lord Jesus Christ. The honor you have given me belongs to Jesus Christ. Appreciate the presence of the Russian Ambassador, His Excellency Denis Alipov, and the team from the Russian Embassy which is present here at our invitation. My warm greetings and gratitude for your presence. I also humbly acknowledge the honor of Order of Friendship bestowed on me by the Russian President. Being the head of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church, I sincerely pray that the honor is a recognition of the spiritual ties between the Orthodox Church in India and the Russian Orthodox Church. It was indeed a blessing to receive the hospitality and love from His Holiness Patriarch Kirill, who was the rector of the Leningrad Academy when I studied there from 77 to 79 as a student. And also I could meet him on my last visit to Moscow and St. Petersburg with a warm welcome and affection. The Episcopal Synod Secretary, His Grace, Dr. Yohanan Mar Chrysostomos, was kind enough to express good words for me. I thank him, and I also thank the Metropolitan of the Delhi Diocese, His Grace Dr. Yohanan Mathews Mathews, who has organized all these functions, inviting all of you. I understand he, along with the team of priests and members of the parish in the Delhi Diocese, have played a pivotal role in putting together this grand event. I also thank the speakers who gave felicitation address on behalf of the Russian Embassy, and also Sri Alexander George Muthoot, and our association secretary, Advocate Bijuman, for their kind words. I graciously acknowledge the presence of Union Minister of State, Sri George Kurian, the eminent members of the Parliament, the Congress party leaders and MPs from leaders, and MP from Wayanad, Srimati Priyanka Gandhi. Your presence shows your love and appreciation of the Malankara Orthodox Church and its activities in India and abroad. I am grateful to all the priests and lay leaders of the Malankara Sabha Managing Committee and Diocesan Council members of the Delhi Diocese and well-wishers of the Orthodox Church. And I am also thankful to our beloved advocates, Mr. Siu Singh and Advocate Anam and Advocate Sri Kumar. While this event is a reciprocation of our love and gratitude to you, It is our goodwill and faith in the Malankara Orthodox Church that gives me and those below me to continue to do the work of Christ. It is a long time, since 1960 onwards, that the Russian Orthodox Church and Malankara Orthodox Church has good relations. Many of our students studied in Leningrad and Moscow. They postgraduate theology courses and secured diplomas and degrees from those institutions. And late lamented His Grace Baselios Marthoma Mathews of the Engamalian Bombay Diocese, and also the glorious Paulus Mar Gregorios of the Delhi Diocese, who were pioneers in keeping that ties between the Malankara Orthodox Church and also with the Russian Orthodox Church. Not only the Russian Orthodox Church, also with the Russian administration. I do remember when I was studying in Leningrad in 1978, Dr. Paulus Margriorius was invited to give a special address in the Russian Parliament. And it was a glorious time. We were also invited, but we could not make to go there. But so such a good relation, the Malankara Orthodox Church and the Russian Orthodox Church continues to flourish in the long history of the church. And we are grateful to the embassy members who are coming over here on behalf of the President Putin to confer this honor to the Malankara Orthodox Church, of course, since I am the primate of the church, I have to receive it on behalf of the church. That is all. There is no other things to be noted, as somebody has saying it. Okay, what I do for the benefit of the people, benefit of the society, and benefit of the people as a whole. Whatever I can do, I will do till my death for the society and for the people who are suffering in this world. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Your Holiness, and I appreciate the patience of all the people here. Before we come to the conclusion of the program, may I invite His Grace Dr. Yohanuma Dimitrios, the Metropolitan of the Diocese of Delhi, the man behind the systematic and meticulous planning behind this entire program, a man known for his ever-jubilant smile and the choice of words he makes. I invite, with all due respect, the Diocese Metropolitan to offer the vote of thanks, and while the Metropolitan offers the vote of thanks, Sri Rajmohan Unitan would offer a Ponnada to His Holiness the Catholicos on behalf of all the MPs present here.
Yeah. Your Holiness Baselios Marthoma Mathews III, Catholicos of the East and Malankara Metropolitan, Your Grace Dr. Ioannou Mar Chrysostomos, Metropolitan of the Diocese of Niranam and Secretary of the Holy Synod, Your Excellency the Russian Ambassador Denis Alipov, Honorable Minister for Minorities Sri George Kurian, all members of Parliament, and especially Priyanka Ji, the recently elected MP from Wayanad, Member Sri Alexander George, Managing Director of the Muthoot Institution, Honorable members, office bearers of the Malankara Orthodox Church, the Managing Committee members, the Reverend Fathers, distinguished members present here, and all others who have come here to grace this event. Never stand between a person and food. So I'll try and make this as short as possible. I would like to extend our grateful thanks to His Holiness Moranmar Baselios Marthoma Mathews III for gracing us with His presence and to prove that the essence of our coming together is not just recognizing the contributions of the Catholicos, but how the Catholicos has brought together all peoples together. And here, when we have all these distinguished people present here, this is not just persons, but people who have gathered together to recognize that we are together in our diversity, in our richness, which is the outstanding heritage and tradition of this great country. And therefore, in our coming together, we have expressed how all peoples recognize that ultimately, whatever religion we belong to, whatever country we belong to, whatever group we belong to, we at heart are one as people and children of God. And so I want to express my thanks as briefly as possible, because His Holiness has already communicated the thanks and gratitude of the Malankara Orthodox Church to this august body. And therefore, I would move on. I want to thank His Excellency Sri Denis Alipov for taking the time to be present here. Also want to recognize with gratitude the rest of the staff from the Embassy of Russia. We had a very warm and cordial meeting together when we went together to set up all the arrangements. Want to extend our deep thanks to all of you. Certainly, our thanks to the Minister, the Union Minister for Minority Affairs, Sri George Kurian. One of the aspects of the Catholicos is how he brings people together, heaven and earth, body and soul. And it's interesting that when Sri George Kurian took up this post, he called me and said, I'd like to meet you. But whenever I try to meet him, he's in Kerala. Whenever he tries to meet me, I am out of Delhi. And it is interesting that this is the occasion that I have got the chance to meet with Sri George Kurian here. So once again, our thanks to Sri George Kurian, difficult person to meet and to difficult person to come, but coming together here on this particular occasion. It's my personal experience. I want to express our deep gratitude to all the MPs. I can't rattle off the names like the advocate Biju Umen, but my deep thanks, because I know His Holiness wanted to have an occasion where he could personally meet you and to express the thanks and gratitude of the church to each one of you for your service to the community, to the state, and to this country. And especially to Srimati Priyanka ji for being here this evening, for taking the time. A long history. Whenever our bishops have come here to the capital, they have always made it a point to go and meet the leaders of the country. We have had a long and cherished history of meeting with Srimati Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India then, and we look forward to how the leaders of the church and continue our warm relationships with the administration, the heads of this country, so that our deep respect and love for this country and its leaders continue. I want to express our deep thanks also to Sri Alexander George Muthoot for taking the trouble to be here, for being such a strong support for our event this evening. We extend to you our deepest thanks for taking the trouble to be here and to felicitate His Holiness on this occasion. We want to thank all the office bearers of the church, the Secretary of the Association, Advocate Biju Umen, Sri Ronnie Varghese, the late trustee, Reverend Father Saji Amail, the clergy trustee, for being here this evening. And we continue to hope that your service on behalf of the church will be an outstanding recognition of how we work together to illustrate the traditions of the Malankara Orthodox Church. We want to, especially at this time, recognize all our esteemed fathers, the priests who have been here from the various churches, and thank you for your presence here, because your presence certainly adds a blessing to our gathering. Want to also recognize all our distinguished guests here, too many to name. I want to thank you all for taking the trouble to be here this evening, because it's a recognition that you understand the significance of what is taking place here, especially tomorrow, as His Holiness is awarded this Order of Friendship. So this is a recognition of how people and churches and everybody come together in recognition of what is going on in the event to be held tomorrow. We have a special word of thanks to all our office bearers of the church, the managing committee members of the church, the diocese, the council members, all administrative office bearers of the church. We want to thank them for taking the trouble to be here this evening for this occasion. Certainly, an event like this would benefit greatly from our friends in the media. We are grateful for their presence here, and we thank you for being present to cover this event and to show to many others the significance is this event. And if I have left out anybody, please consider this as a personal gratitude or thanks to each one of you for being here. Once again, as I said, I don't want to stand between you and your food. I conclude this vote of thanks. May God bless our coming together, not only as a time that we bear testimony to the deep traditions that we carry, but also to a future that bodes the best for all people, all everywhere. I take this opportunity also to convey my personal greetings and wishes, seasonal greetings to all of you as we look forward to a blessed Christmas, and may God bless us all with a prosperous new year. God bless us all, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Your Grace. As we draw curtains, I am indeed, from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the church, I'm really sincerely indebted to Srimati Priyanka Gandhi for taking her time out. I know you just told us 25 minutes, but you've taken almost an hour to be with us. It's indeed your love for us and for Kerala, the first time MP from Kerala, Wayanad. On behalf of the church, I would like His Holiness to present a small token of love to Srimati Priyanka Gandhi on this occasion. And since you're in a hurry, and I know you're moving out, I would also like to Baba Drimeni to present a small token of gift to Sri K.C. Venugopal. A small token of love at this moment to Sri George Kurian, the Union Minister of State. A small token of our love and gratitude to His Excellency Denis Alipov, the Ambassador to India. And since we have the vast galaxy of people here, can we just have as we invite the MPs to come forward, can we all just... Oh, okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are also delighted to have our MP, Sri Shashi Tharoor, with us right now, who joins us. Now may I invite Sri Rajmohan Unitan to receive the token of gratitude. When you invite N.K. Premachandran MP to receive a small token of gratitude. May I request Sri M.K. Raghavan, Sri Abdul Samad Samadani to come forward and receive the small token of gratitude. May I request Sri E.T. Muhammad Bashir to come forward and receive a small token of love. Thank you. the meals are ready and it's dinner ready to be served. May I request Dean Kuriakos to come forward and receive the token of love. May I request Sri V.K. Srikandan to come forward and receive the Sri K. Radhakrishnan to come forward and receive the token of love. Sri Benny Behanan to come forward and receive the award. Sri I.V. Eden to come forward and receive a small. Sri Francis George to come forward. Sri Kodikundal Suresh. Sri Anto Anthony. Sri Adur Prakash. Srimati Jabi Mehtar. Sri Jose K. Mani. Sri Santosh Kumar. Sri A.A. Rahim. Sri Harris Bidan. The dinner is ready. May I request the gathering to kindly move forward for the dinner? Sri Jose K. Mani to come forward and receive. Sri V. Shivadasan to come forward. Sri K. Radhakrishnan to come forward and take it.